Hi YouTube, welcome to Market Watch. It's that time of the week where we do discuss the Digimon TCG card game, that's redundant, market. And we finished our first regional. It was very exciting for Beelzemon players for sure. And we have a little bit of the format left before we shift on the Ultimate Cup, before we shift on to EX4. Before we shift on to BT13, things will be moving pretty fast now, actually. So that's pretty exciting because this format already feels like it's halfway done, technically speaking. So lots to talk about in the market for sure. If you guys like this content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn notification bell on Smash Potatoes. That way you know when all these videos go live. As always, please do actually subscribe because half of you are subscribed, which means half of you are not subscribed. And clearly you're watching this week over week. So please do subscribe. I'd appreciate it. For the Omnimon market here, there really still isn't much change, honestly. I think Omnimons are pretty cheap as a whole right now. Not really a bad idea to grab certain ones, like, you know, cheap Merciful Mode, cheap Let's Omni as far as things go. These ones might be a little bit oversaturated. Don't forget that Omnimons will go down in the coming weeks due to Ultimate Cup being monocolor, which means there's no room for Omnimon in those, so they will come down eventually more. So just keep your eyeballs on them and see what happens for sure. I want to do a little bit of a cost analysis here on BT12 as a whole. Sometimes people will ask questions like, is it worth buying a box of BT12? Well, let's take a look here. So you have your lottery cards that are like one every 2-3 cases. Okay. You have an alt art worth 47, 40, 40, 40, 35, 28, 30, 27, and it just goes down from there. Okay, let's look at the actual super rares, which will be probably on page 2 here. We have Superior Mode coming in clutch at $8. We have Beals at 5. 4, 5, 4, 4-ish, you know what I mean? And you have your 2 secret rares. That's the clincher here. The secret rares. $3.50 and $1.50. Embarrassing. Not to mention your Machine Dramon Super is Dog Water Poo Poo, and same with your All Force because both those decks are bad, so that makes perfect sense. So, if we go back here, I believe the price it was going for was $80 for a booster box, according to TCG Player. Is it worth spending $80 on a box? No, it is not, in my opinion. Your odds of getting hosed in this set are high. In order to make money off your box, you have to pull 2 alt arts. You gotta hope that the alt arts you pull are reasonable alt arts, like, you know, something in this upper category, right? Not in the dumpster category, like some alt arts, like the Davis and all that. So that's issue number 1. Yes, your super rares are worth value. If we do the top, you're gonna get 7 super rares, right? Got 8, 5, 4, 5. We'll call it 4. We'll call it 3. We'll call it 4. You know, that's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money. And if you pull a secret rare, you're screwed. Forget about trying to make any money off your box. Now, the boxes do have goodies inside them. They have the security promos, which aren't worth anything, really. And except the Emon. And a couple other ones. And then the Omnimon, if you pull it, which, good luck. Yeah, good luck. Then it's fine, you know what I mean? So these boxes are very high gamble, high reward, in the sense that if you get really lucky, yeah, you'll make out great. But if you don't, you could be on the end of getting hosed. When I opened my case, 10 of my boxes, I believe, had a secret rare. Feels pretty bad. So I'll take that knowledge with you as you do compare. Right now, for $80 a box, I wouldn't bother buying any boxes of this set. But if you get it for cheaper, buy a lot cheaper, maybe. Maybe you do. Alright, Beelzemon stuff. Beelzemon is obviously the best deck in the format, right? You need 2 of this guy at $5, that's $10. And then you can, I recommend you play 4 of this one. You can either play the EX2 version, the OG one, or get a nice winner stamp one for even less, $16. Wow. Anyway, 64 for a playset, plus your freaking your Beals X's, your advanced deck stock. The deck is really cheap now. When the format started, this deck was expensive. Well, not even compared to other card games, but it was money compared to other Digimon decks that were good. Now it's a lot less. and it's really, 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 really good. So I would recommend grabbing them. It's a good price. And let me tell you, an Ultimate Cup, it's still fine. We're testing it. It's good. EX4, it'll still be fine. BT13, according to Japanese data, it's still fine. So there you go. Unless a ban list comes in and knocks things out of the park, you're doing okay. Darkness Baggermon lottery card. I don't think you should touch these cards. I think they're going to go down a lot less. The deck is poo-poo. The deck is garbage. They would need incredibly broken support in order to actually do anything. Anyone that says Bagger Army is good is actually lying to you and to themselves. And it's a shame that people are in denial of such things. Now we have Examon, who is falling. 25 bucks. Wow. Look at some cheap listings here. But they're almost gone and it's 30 again. What's interesting is regular Examon is 26 to 28 for near mint. Which is pretty wild. Recommendation, grab small tarts for cheap. Why not? I do expect them to go down though, so just prepare yourself for that. But if you really want to play Examon right now, if that's something you really want to do, then grab them now. If you don't, wait, they'll be like way cheaper. Offensive Plug-in A at $22.99 from Event Pack 4. It's offensive how expensive these Event Pack 4 cards are. Do not buy them right now. There's absolutely no point. They'll be more distributed. The price will come down a lot lower. Chaos Dramon. I bring this up so I can compare to this. The super rare Chaos Dramon is $8. And $18, $19, $20 for this. And climbing. Now, anyone that thinks this deck has a chance of top 16 in a regional in this format, yeah. I don't know if you were dropped on your head, but no, seriously though, no, absolutely not. Ultimate Cup though, don't forget, that changes everything. And Machine Dramon has a chance to be good, very good. And that's why it's expensive right now. Nothing to do with regional hype, I assure you. Like, I would not pay this money for Chaos Dramon deck, this regional format. But Ultimate Cup format, who knows? I do expect cards to gradually get more expensive than this. They might fall a little bit as we get to the later half of the month, still in regional format. But then they'll probably get back expensive again, if you want my opinion on it. Agumon, this one. We talked about this one before. No real price activity since we've spoken about it. It will come down in price, especially since War Greymon didn't have the showing compared to Beelzemon at regionals. All this stuff will come crashing down soon. And like, crashing down is a little strong term. It'll fall though, for sure. This is a good chance to get Leomon if you want it. $10. $10, Alt-Art Leomon, get a playset, call a day. I would do that. Same with Jerry's. Get those two while you're at it. Lucemon is at $10. Now, you might remember this card exploded when BT13 hype was coming around. But it seems to be down back to where, you know, it's reasonable for the card. Not a bad time to pick a couple, if you want my opinion. Don't forget there's more Lucemons, apparently, in the anime. So this will get support again soon. I think BT13 is a prelude to support we're going to get for Lucemon at some point. And these cards will go up in price again with Hype Spike later on. Miri. I was thinking about this card while I was driving in the car today. This is just a generically good tamer. That's $10 right now. And will always be relevant whenever we get Andromon or Lady Devimon support. Now, I bring that up because BT14 is original Digimon season, I think. And I believe Andromon was in the original Digimon Adventure anime, like the first one. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. But anyway, whenever we get a new Andromon or a new Lady Devimon, we're always going to look at Miri and say, okay, does this pass the sniff test? And if it's really good, Miri will probably explode in price. This card really, the lowest I've ever been is like, what, $6? It's kind of low. Try and grab them for cheaper if you can than this, maybe offline, locally, or on Marketplace. But, you know, it's not bad. $9 for Miri playset, maybe not too bad. And Mastodon's still, like, fine. It's not, like, terrible. I'd play that over Machine Dramon or All Force, I'll tell you that, for or Dark Knight, or Blue Flare. I'd play that over any of those decks. That's okay. It's fine. Green Memory Boost. Expensive. Friendly reminder that the new Memory Boost arts are coming out soon, eventually. Maybe not the reprint set, but around that general area. So there's new arts to come. This is still maxed ready for now. People might even consider it maxed ready when those come out. But you know, they're in demand. These things, they're good to sell, in my opinion. Same with this one. $7 for a red. Oh boy, it makes me want to run down to my Walmart and grab the Gallant Star decks that are just sitting there. Yeah, you can still buy these, by the way, and make good value off of them. So maybe something to keep in mind. Bloom Lord had a little bit of a fall, a little bit of a tumble. Didn't really perform well at regionals. I don't quite understand why, but you know what? That's none of my business. $6, good price. Might even fall a little bit lower. Grab them. Why not? Davis and Ken. I've talked about this card before. It is going down right now, which is good. If you can grab them for around $5, I definitely would. This is a tamer that'll always get looked at. It's like, again, if we ever get, you know, support that works when you evolve something with 2 or more colors and then suspend, this card is going to look a lot better in the future. Being a max rarity with not a huge print run, I'd argue, this card could explode in price. Absolutely. Demi Marimon. Ignore the damaged one, but $6 for light play to $6.50 for near mint. The card is kind of on a downturn, as you guys can see here in the sales. It used to be a lot more expensive. If you look, people have been buying up this card a lot. I'm not finding what I'm looking for. There's been so many sales on this card. But remember when this card used to be like $10, basically? Now it's in a reasonable price point. You probably negotiate and get this even lower. Also, don't forget to check your bulk, because if you have them, it's just free money for you. We got Magnadramon, the Across Time pre-release stamp. Remember when this card was like expensive? Yeah, I do. It's $3 now. If you want them, now's the time. Pre-release Nidhogg. Interesting card. $8 to $9 for near mint, depending on what you want. Not a bad price to grab them, and almost at buyout status, to be honest. This card does see play in the future. Technically, it sees play in Murra right now. But, you know, this card's good. Purple cards? Combos? Yeah. Finally, it's Cocytus Breath at just under $4, which is actually the lowest it's been in a long time. Grab your playset. There's absolutely no reason not to. This is a very good price for the Cocytus Breath. That'll do it for today's Market Watch. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Did I cover everything? Did I miss anything? Please do advise. See you later.